Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day. I know I usually start off my videos with my full face, but I didn't want to spoil the ending since I don't know how this is going to turn out. So today we are finally trying out the e.l.f. Cosmetics in collaboration with Chipotle eyeshadow palette. Now usually I'm not here for weird collaborations, like why is this a thing? Why is it a thing? But this one I don't know, I fell in love with. I really love Chipotle. So today we're gonna go ahead and review this. I know I'm late to the game. A lot of people got in PR. They already have full reviews of it out. So I figure people who already went in depth and everything, I just wanted to play with it today. That's what I just want to do. I want to do like a nice look with it. It is super cute. Like look at it. I'm usually not here for different shaped pans by any means. I usually think it's like, I want to fix it. But for some reason this doesn't really bother me because they're all square, I think. And because the ones that are different shapes, like these small ones, they line up to the regular size ones, so I think that's why I'm okay with it. But today we're gonna do a look with the Chipotle eyeshadow palette, and I'm really excited, you guys. Now, I'm not one of those people who's gonna sit here and beg for a Chipotle collaboration. Chipotle, I love you to death. Please restock the makeup bag with this collection because the makeup bag is literally everything. Like, it's so cute. I wanted to buy two of them, one for me, one for someone else. I just think that's adorable. Please restock that. That's what I'm asking from e.l.f. And Chipotle, can you get a new queso? I know you had the regular queso, then you had the white queso now. It's just not good, okay? Can you just copy Mo's queso or like literally anyone else's queso? Your queso isn't good. And that's probably why these ingredients are named after ingredients from Chipotle, like their beans and salsas and everything. But there's not a queso shade in here. And I find that pretty obvious that you don't even like your own queso. As a queso lover, I have issues with your queso, okay? Love you, Chipotle, but I'm never getting that collaboration because I will admit when you have flaws. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going on a little rant here. I'm just really excited about it, you guys. Like, this is stupid and fun. So first things first, I'm gonna take a little bit of eyelid primer from Jar Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base in Fair. You can use my affiliate link if you want to shop Jar Cosmetics. But I just want to prime my lids. There's like a little bit of concealer on my lids just from when I did my rest of my base face. But I wanted an actual tacky eyelid primer. Now, I'm not actually sure about e.l.f. eyeshadow quality. I genuinely don't know if I've ever used an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette before that I can think of within like recent memory. So I besides the original J Kissa collaboration, that's the first time I ever bought from e.l.f.'s website. I don't know if I've ever bought like e.l.f. in store, like eyeshadow wise. I know I've bought their products before, so I'm not sure about eyeshadow quality as far as this brand, but I've tried a lot of other stuff and it's pretty good. I also, when I placed this order, I got a couple other things from them, including like a dewy mist and their camo concealer and hydrating. I like the camo hydrating concealer or whatever, but I'm telling you, those fair shades are not really fair. Like, I can make it work, but e.l.f., can you expand your fair shade range, please? And then when you buy them in store, you can only buy the warm undertone of their concealer, which is really annoying too. So please work on that. I also just wanted to use 3 brushes that I got from Sigma. They sent me their new brush set, so thank you, Sigma, for that. You can use my Sigma affiliate link or code, whatever, if you want to shop them. But these are 3 of their new blending brushes. I don't know if they're not new brushes, but they're newly released, a new set. So I have the Dome Pencil E31 here, which is a little stubby one. I'm going to use as my shader brush today because it has a good density to it. For my inner crease area, I'm going to use the E49 tapered blending brush, which looks like this. And also, I have a bunch of these, but this came in the new set as well, the E40, which is a regular fluffy blending brush. So I figured I would do inner crease, outer crease, and shader with these things. I'll just use the shimmers with my finger. And of course, I like Sigma brushes because of course I'm an affiliate and stuff, but like the 2-year warranty is pretty great and these don't ever fall apart on me as many times as I wash them, and I wash them every week. So I'm happy with that. I don't want to sound like a salesperson though, but anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So looking into the eyeshadow palette, of course I want to use the yellows, the oranges, and the greens. But I have a lot of plans for tonight, so maybe I should do something simple. I don't know. I already swatched this one shade to see if it was a shimmery thing. It's kind of just like a satin, like it has a little bit of luminosity to it. It's not super shimmery. The rest of it I haven't touched yet. So let me go ahead and do some swatches and then we'll start doing the look. Alright, so here's the first half of the swatches. Everything looks really good. I was actually impressed by this brown shade. It was a little chunky as far as the quality, but it spread out really nicely. And I was not too impressed with this green, but it's okay, especially for being a $16 palette. And there's that white I said was just kind of shimmery. So here is the second set of these swatches. I was really impressed by how this purpley one looks. Like it has purple and gold reflex in it. It didn't really look that way in the pan. Like in the pan, it just looks kind of basic. And also this shade in the corner, I did not pay much attention to just looking at the palette, but it has like this green, brown, red, gold kind of thing going on to it, which is really cool. So I think we're definitely using that in the look. This is the other half of the swatches and not bad. Not too impressed with the orange matte. And there's a ton of shimmers in this palette when you really look at it. Some of them are just kind of a satiny mesh shimmer, like these two. But the rest of the shimmers look really pretty, have a good sparkle to them. And whereas there's only 4 mattes in this palette, so it's this one, these two, and then this one. They're kind of staple colors that go well with the rest of the shimmers, so I'm not mad at the like ratio there. It's not too terrible. So now that I've already made my eyelids crease a little bit with my primer, let's go ahead and do it before it gets super, super dry. So what I want to do with the little domed taper brush for my inner portion is I want to use the green matte. So let's do the green matte shade right here. I threw away the little, you know, little cover that protects the palette and stuff, had the shade names on it. I threw that away. I didn't really think it mattered what the names of the shades were. I just noted that there was an acacia one and the rest of them were just ingredient names. I'm putting this in the first half of the crease. That's one dip in the pan. I'm gonna go back in here for a second layer and add onto it. I don't want this to be a super, super green look, but I had to use the greens, right? I will say that like, I feel like I used to think e.l.f. palettes were like $5. And I feel like all drugstore makeup has gone up in price, but they also have gotten like bigger palettes, better quality. For this being a $16 palette, this green is really doing its job. Like it's not tons of buildup. It's definitely getting the same color that's in the pan. I feel like a lot of cheaper, more affordable eyeshadow options, you take a lot of work to build them up to the darkness. This one's giving me no issues. It's really cute. So I'm going to leave it halfway. I'm going to go into my bigger blending brush now, and I'm going to go into this medium brown shade that I said was a little bit chunkier when I swatched it. Tap off the excess. A lot of excess came off on that one. And I'm going to put this in the second half of the crease. I'm now going into that darker brown matte shade, and I'm just going to add a little bit to this. Not much of it. I don't want to like super, super dark. I'm just going to add a little bit to the crease just so it's not so warm on the outer portion. Also, speaking of like, so back in the day I made this little mock-up of a, like what would be a really cool Cracker Barrel palette. Like a really long time ago, over a year ago. Maybe even 2 years ago, I don't know. And I was like, you know, weird collabs are happening, that should happen too. And I still stand by that palette idea, but hear me out. Because with this stupid Chipotle thing. Chick-fil-A. Okay, I love Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A so much. Like, I don't stand with all of their beliefs and whatever. I do think they have the right to be closed on Sundays if they want, but like, them being anti-gay is very, dumb to me, like really stupid, but like, it's delicious. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not delicious. I love Chick-fil-A. And there's one decently close to my house, so I can DoorDash it. It's very convenient. But a Chick-fil-A palette would be fun. Like waffle fry shades. It wouldn't be that many colors because they just have chicken and fries and like chicken noodle soup, and they have mac and cheese now and stuff. But I think it'd be a cute little moment, like a little mini palette, you know? Not like a full thing, but like a little mini palette. I think it'd be cute. Also, you guys, this was like probably 10 years ago at this point. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, I know this is about Chipotle and e.l.f. I don't know the name of the group, but Will and Belli from RuPaul's Drag Race is in it. And I didn't know that it was a, it's a song about Chick-fil-A. Shout out to Chick-fil-A, it's called, I think. I did not know that was a cover of like a country song. But when that originally came out and she posted on her Facebook, I think I followed her at that time, I thought that was like the jam. It was 3 drag queens thinking about like shout out Chick-fil-A even if you're gay, and I thought it was the jam. I didn't know it was a cover of another song, like a parody of a song, but I would just be like singing about waffle fries over that song. It's everything. Anyways, back to Chipotle, not about Chick-fil-A. Now I want chicken. Great. For the shimmers on my lid, I'm gonna go obviously into this one shade that I thought was really weird. I'm gonna go ahead and put that. Like, look at it, the swatches. There's so many different colors in it, but in the pan it looks like a boring green. Like, this looks so fun on the finger. It has like a lot of red to it. Put this in the first half of my lid, bring it up into the crease a little bit so it blends together. It looks good. Like, it's kind of hard to see because it's kind of similar to my crease color over here, but it looks nice on the lid. The shimmers are so pretty. This is so pretty. Like, it's not the most like pow popping in the world, but it has like a beautiful glow to it that I don't feel like the camera is picking up. Maybe I should do like a shot at the end in like natural lighting. But there's something about this that is super beautiful to me because there's so many complex colors in here. Like in the parts where I put less, I can totally tell like there's red base to this. It's really cool. For the outer portion of my lid, I'm gonna do this big bronzy shade right here. This one's a little bit of a chunkier consistency. So I think one swatch can go on both sides here. Yeah, this one color, that needs to be a bigger pan size, you guys. That's really cool color. For lower lash line with the E31 little domed pencil brush, I didn't know what it was called. I'm gonna go into the darker brown matte here, the big shade that we only went on a little bit in the outer portion with. And I'm just gonna dust the lower lash line. I'm gonna go very softly with this. I don't want a super dark lower lash line, but I want something because I feel like it gives my eye more of a shape than this like having none. Also, I have some fallout under the eye that I will brush away when I put lashes on. Alright, so here's my eyeshadow. It's kind of weird looking right now. I need to put some lashes on, add some black to like the eyes and stuff and everything. So I'm gonna pop on some mascara, lashes, lipstick, and I'll be right back to show you the finished face with the Chipotle palette. This is fun, you guys. This is a fun theme. Like, it's dumb. And I hate stupidly themed stuff like, why is there this? Why is there that? But I feel like Chipotle is social media present enough that I understand a little bit, you know? Alright guys, so I'm back and this is the finished look using the e.l.f. and Chipotle eyeshadow palette. So here's the look up close with the lashes. I love the dimension of these shimmers in this palette. I think it's super, super fun. Now I could have done a little better blending on the outer corner with the darkest shade of mattes, I feel like. But like the dimension on the shimmer on the lid is just so freaking pretty and I love it very much. So overall, what do I think about the Chipotle eyeshadow palette? I think it's a dumb theme. I think it's a fun thing I'm kind of here for. I mean, obviously I bought it so they won that. They won the money there. And if they restock that chip bag, I will be buying at least 2 of them. But I just think it's fun. For 16 bucks, like, you know, I feel like e.l.f. is a brand that can get away with doing like a weird collaboration. I'm glad it has a mirror in it. Like, I really appreciated using the mirror in this. I thought it was a nice mirror. And the color scheme makes sense. Like, it's nothing outrageous. It makes sense for both brands. Like, this colors that e.l.f. makes a lot and colors that like are in Chipotle food. I feel like it's decent. I like the dimension of the shimmers in this purple shade too, which I think was nice. I mean, obviously it's a weird theme, but I mean, it makes more sense to me than Lily Pond's having a Tarte collaboration, doesn't it? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun using it. I think we actually can get a lot of use out of this. For $16, I'm really impressed with e.l.f.'s quality. Because I didn't expect it to be like the best, but honestly, like, it was really easy to work with. So thank you guys so much. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't down below. And of course, some plugs here. Follow me on Instagram at Porcelain Cosmetics. Follow my brand at The Open Crypt or theopencrypt.com to shop. And also, if you like true crime, I do a true crime podcast every Tuesday. It is called Crime Acts. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.